Hello everyone, welcome to Over the Top Rope with Mike and Cal here for our 2016 Extreme Rules review. Mike, how's it going?
Good, and you?
I'm alright. I'm okay. Yeah, so I have to say, overall, the show was pretty entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
We had the big shocker at the end of Seth Rollins coming back, making his triumphant return.
The king.
Definitely a great way to end the show. We'll get to that later. We'll take it from the top, the pre-show, Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler in a no DQ match. We didn't watch all of this, but Mike, just a quick thought on that.
Huge Baron Corbin fan. Feel like him and Ziggler are going a little far, but, happy he got the W.
Yeah, he did get the win with a low blow, and then he had his finisher, and it's a no DQ match. So
yeah.
He's just being smart about it,
All is fair in love and war, baby.
Yeah, I'm happy with Corbin getting the win. Dolph Ziggler putting over talent, as he always does.
Yeah.
Gotta respect that. So then we get it to the main show here. You could tell it was going to be a hot crowd. We were in Newark, New Jersey tonight. Crowd was amped. Great to see that. You gotta love to see the passionate fans. We opened up with the Club versus the Usos in a tag team match, and what did you think of this?
Club looked a lot better this time.
Yes.
Still making him look a little weak, but we're getting better, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. This was a tornado tag match, so all four combatants were able to be in the ring together at the same time. The Club gets the win with the use of the ring bell in a kind of unique way. I feel like we haven't seen the ring bell used in a while. But Gallows goes to get it, grabs it, brings it in the ring, misses one of the Usos. They get down. Uso goes for their finisher. He hits the ring bell, which I thought was a creative way to use the ring bell. And then they hit, I believe, the Boot of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Club wins. Out of 5 stars, what do you give the match?
3.5. 3.5.
I agree with that. Solid opener. I would have liked it to go maybe 5-6 more minutes.
Yeah.
And maybe get a little more
short.
Yeah, a little more extreme, if you will, because this has been a good feud. We've seen this match a lot, but it was good. I would have liked it to have been a little more heated. I think this is the end of the feud here. But yeah, 3.5. Good opener. Could have went a little bit longer.
And we know the Club likes to use chairs, so I'm shocked we didn't see any of that.
Yeah, but these two teams had great chemistry in the ring. The Club got a nice reaction from the crowd. Usos were getting booed. So it was a good dynamic and a good opener. Just could have went a little bit longer, I thought. And then we had the United States title, Rusev versus Kalisto.
Manchka.
We had Rusev defeat Kalisto in a pretty physical matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Rusev becoming a 2-time United States champion. He beats Kalisto with, I would say, a modified accolade he used there. He pulled Kalisto pretty far back. It looked like midway through the match, it looked like Rusev was concussed.
Oh, yeah. He was dazed,
He looked
for sure.
dazed, and then we thought Kalisto had a back injury. And Rusev was really nicely playing the monster heel role here. It was slow, but I think it picked up and had a nice finish at the end.
I agree. They haven't really been using Rusev right, I don't think, at least, as of late. And this was a really nice thing. I mean, he's a big man.
Yep.
For someone, like Jerry would say, a fly. In Kalisto, so...
People forget that Rusev was undefeated
exactly.
for a long period of
very
time.
Long time.
I'm hoping they get back to booking him as this monster heel because I think he's really talented, plays the heel role great. And but Kalisto, all in all, great performer, good title reign. Just time to switch it up, I thought.
Hoping to see him and Sin Cara get back together.
Go for a tag team.
Lucha.
Out of 5 stars, what would you give it?
3.
I would give it a 3 as well. It was entertaining. It wasn't quite as good as the opening match, but it was slow, picked up, really nice finish. Rusev's the new champ. Good with that. I'm assuming he's going to feud with Cena when he comes back for the title.
Yeah, and I ended up giving it a 4 originally, but after long thinking process, really slow start, killed it.
Yeah.
3.
But it was good to see Rusev back to his monster heel ways. Third match of the night, we had the New Day defending the tag team titles against the Vaudevillians. As expected, New Day over in a huge way. Crowd was digging it. Vaudevillians got some nice heat. I don't necessarily know if this is good heat or X-Pac heat, if you know what that means. You know what you're doing out there. But it was a pretty solid match. It was a pretty basic tag match. Interesting to note, Kofi Kingston did not participate in this match. It was Big E and Xavier Woods.
Yeah, that was definitely weird, I thought. Normally seeing Kofi in there is nice, but Xavier, good switch up.
Yeah, and Big E hit a nice spear on, I forget which one it was of the Vaudevillains, through the ropes, opened up the door for Xavier Woods to get the pin.
Yeah. I actually expected the Vaudevillians to win after destroying the Time Machine on Raw. By the way, very funny segment.
Yeah, great segment.
But I thought that'd be a good way to then bring back Enzo and Cass to take the titles from next pay-per-view, maybe next two.
I was expecting Enzo and Cass to get involved in this match, maybe distract the Vaudevillains and open up. You could have another match with them, with the Vaudevillains and Enzo and Cass next pay-per-view. Not sure who they're going with this now. New Day's beat everybody but Enzo and Cass, but maybe they're trying to save that match till SummerSlam. Going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Overall, I'd give this solid 3 stars.
I'd go 3.5.
It was nothing, it was nothing. It was just your basic tag match. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. The Big E spear was really, really good.
He looked like he landed funny there.
Yeah,
I wonder if he's okay.
But he was up dancing after the match.
Yeah, exactly.
So New Day.
Day rock.
I was a little bit worried they were going to lose. So maybe just get a new face there in the tag division.
Would have been interesting to see. I mean, after beating everybody, it's kind of like, all right, we get it.
I feel like we're on the path to an Enzo and Cass versus New Day's feud, which will be really, really good, I think.
I think in that time, Enzo and Cass take it. You can go a lot of places with those two.
Yeah, I feel like New Day, is a great of an act they are, I feel like they're at the point now where they don't really need the tag titles to be over.
Exactly.
But it's a nice touch to have them on. I think they'll hold it till SummerSlam and lose to Enzo and Cass. We'll see. So 3 stars, basic tag match, good finish. New Day retains. So 4th match of the night, oddly enough, was a Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental title, pitting The Miz, the champion, against Cesaro, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. Gotta say, this match was awesome.
I loved it.
I don't know why I was expecting nothing else from these 4 stars. I thought this was just a tremendous match. You had everything, a lot of moving parts, and it's the tough thing about these triple threat Fatal 4-Way multi-man matches. You're going to have people out on the side taking a little nap. You had Kevin Owens get Helluva kicked a second into the match from Sami Zayn, which I thought was awesome. Cesaro put a great performance in. Zayn, Owens. Owens was out of the match, it felt like, more than he was into it.
Yeah, for the most part, I'd say. But then the 3 other guys really kept it alive. The talent in Cesaro, the guy's insane.
Those uppercuts were...
Exactly.
There was a really nice spot where all 3 of them were in a corner and Cesaro was just running around. He did like 20 spins to Miz.
Oh, man.
Cesaro had a great showing.
He was spinning after that,
as always. Sami Zayn, tremendous showing.
Oh, man. He's, like, the athleticism in that man's unreal.
Miz playing the heel champion great.
Yeah, Miz is quite the opportunist, I'll say.
I thought that the finish was a bit poor. Cesaro gets pinned by Miz after Sami Zayn takes his eyes off the champ, heads over to take out Kevin Owens.
But there's bad blood there, so...
It's interesting where they go with this whole feud from here. I feel like you're going into Money in the Bank, and probably all 4, maybe 3 of these guys are in the Money in the Bank match. I think after that, you probably prolong the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens feud. You go into Cesaro versus The Miz. So I feel like they split it up nicely. I was kind of hoping Cesaro won here, but I'm okay with Miz winning, especially the way he did in a nice heel fashion.
I really wanted Zayn to win just because I know the IC title is everything Kevin Owens wants.
Right.
So seeing Zayn win it would really just tear a hole in his heart. Yeah. We can go somewhere with The Miz and Cesaro, but I did like what they did separating the two.
I was pulling for Cesaro here, but I feel like he will get his chance and he will win the title in the coming months. I like prolonging the Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens feud. You just get everything possible out of that feud because you could throw that on 3 pay-per-views in a row. I don't think anyone would complain.
Yeah, no one will care.
They always reinvent themselves every match. Just awesome. Overall, I give this 4 stars.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Just fantastic. The ending was a little bad, but it was understandable and they made it work.
Yes, they did. I agree.
But all 4 men put in a fantastic performance. Really liked the match. 5th match of the night, Dean Ambrose versus Y2J in the first ever, was it Ambrose Asylum?
The Asylum
Steel
match.
Cage nonsense match. You're the resident Dean Ambrose fan. I'll let you take this one.
I have definitely checked into the Asylum. I was a really big fan of the idea at first. A little confused on the rules, but they explained them to us, and they really made it Ambrose's match.
I agree with that. This is going to be definitely a useful thing. Maybe once he starts feuding with Reigns, that after a match ends in nonsense, they go. This will be Reigns' match now, Ambrose's match. They'll probably make it into Reigns' match. Let's be honest.
Yeah, really. They like him.
You know how the Undertaker had Hell in a Cell?
Yep.
Ambrose Asylum match.
Yeah, I really like it. I don't understand his choices in tools, I guess you could say.
They were a unique bunch of tools, but I think it fits Ambrose well.
The nunchucks are really what did it in for me. I was dying.
And if anyone thought that Dean Ambrose wasn't going to be skilled with nunchucks, you're ignorant.
Really, you really are.
This match was long.
Yeah,
it dragged on. It was long. I'm a huge fan of both these guys, and I'd like to see them go for a long match, but this did not turn out like I thought it was going to.
You can have a long match if they're going to keep it exciting the whole time. They really hit a low point in it, and that really did it for me. I mean, I love Ambrose, but come on, man.
Yeah, it was long. They did end it in a good fashion. They teased the barbed wire 2x4 all night. Finally, Jericho hits Ambrose with about 3 or 4 times. You could tell he wasn't putting his full force into it. But got it in this PG era. You get what you get. And then we had Ambrose climbing up to the top and grabbing the bucket, which was next to the mop. But he takes it and he opens up the bucket. Mick Foley special little thumbtacks going on.
Mick Foley is definitely training Ambrose in his ways. That's for sure. I wouldn't be surprised to see him on Holy Foley. But
so we get Ambrose gets it, puts all the thumbtacks out. They teased the thumbtack spot for about 7 minutes.
Oh my god, way too long.
This match was just going too long, and then finally Ambrose ends up putting Jericho in. I don't remember in what fashion, but offensive maneuver into the thumbtacks, and they were all over Jericho.
Yeah, he was bleeding pretty good.
Yeah, they were all over Jericho. Got to respect the hell out of Jericho for taking that bump. Ambrose gets the win.
Yeah.
And which is good. 2 wins in a row for Ambrose in the pay-per-view is unheard of.
Huge.
Unheard of.
Yeah, really, though.
So I don't know where he goes from here.
Probably just put him in the title shot, and then he'll fail, and
I'm not sure.
I don't even know.
It's a crowded... I don't know. Maybe Styles?
Possibly.
I think he's in a real tough spot right now.
Styles has better things coming.
Yeah, maybe Dean goes back after the IC title or the US title. Not really sure.
Wouldn't mind seeing him at the US title, but Cena coming back, you never know.
Overall, I give the match 3 stars, which would probably sound weird after I said how long it took. But the ending, it was about a 2-star match up until the ending. The ending was good. Match just went on way too long.
Yeah, I gave it 3.5, partially because I'm an Ambrose fan. But I think overall it was a really good match. They did a really good job setting everything up with it. The hype was awesome. So
just my final thoughts on the match. Chris Jericho is just so entertaining.
Oh, yeah, he is.
He is the best. He really is the best in the world at being a heel. It's not even close.
GOAT.
So Ambrose gets the win. Good for him. Match went way too long.
Yeah.
6 matches of the night. We had Charlotte against Natalya in a submission match. Ric Flair was banned from ringside. Ric Flair shows up. Charlotte loses. Gonna be honest, I was not paying attention to this match. Mike, it's all you.
This was probably my second favorite match of the night up to this point. I really like the Natty Charlotte feud going on. I'm a Becky Lynch fan personally.
I'm a Sasha Banks fan.
And Sasha really deserves the title, I think.
Not Becky?
She'll get there. It's not her time yet.
Yeah.
Better things coming.
So what do you get it overall?
3.5 stars. I think I'm always down for submission matches. That's who I am.
Charlotte wins with shenanigans, to
Dana
say the
Brooke
least.
coming out
Dana
really
Brooke coming out
off.
to Ric Flair's music dressed as Ric Flair. I thought it was going to be Charles Robinson.
So did I.
And I would have liked that, but Dana Brooke's fine. This makes sense. Dana Brooke and Emma were teaming up. Emma goes down with a back injury. Now you can bring in Dana Brooke as the muscle for Charlotte.
Yes.
Her little security team. I like it.
I was expecting Becky to show up, honestly.
Charlotte wins. I mean, we all knew Natalya wasn't going to win.
Yeah, we really did. Very predictable.
So we go to the main event of the evening. Would like to say just before this, very nice promo to build this match up.
Oh, yeah.
There was a nice
really liked it.
This feud, it was really, really good. I absolutely hate Reigns, but he did a good job. Styles carried most of this feud, let's just be honest, in ring capacity. And just before we get to this main event, if you made it this far already, all the match stars will be in the description box. You can go check that out if you don't want to listen to all of this. Little disclaimer at the last 14 minutes in already. Should have said at the beginning.
Well, we had to make him listen.
We're a work in progress. So main event, Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, Extreme Rules match, WWE title match. Mike, one word. What One word for this match.
Predictable.
It was very predictable. Shocker of the year, Roman Reigns retains the title.
With an injured knee.
He charged at Styles. Styles just takes him out pretty normal.
Yeah.
And Reigns comes up holding his knee, and Michael Cole will never let you forget about this performance. He's saying he's got a bad knee. Styles got put through 2 announce tables, whipped around by Reigns. Every one punch Reigns threw, Styles was going 15 feet back. We get it. Roman Reigns is strong. It's getting really obnoxious.
Wait. He's not just strong. He's really strong.
He's really strong. And he's not a bad guy.
He's not a good guy,
but
though.
He's the guy.
Definitely the guy.
So Reigns and Styles have another really good match. Entertaining.
Yeah.
Styles is getting the upper hand, and the club comes out. Buddha Doom to Reigns. Obviously, Reigns kicks out. Usos show up. They beat down Styles pretty bad.
Yeah.
Styles took a lot there.
It was pretty brutal.
Yeah, and he kicks out. Club comes back in. The club comes back in. Reigns takes him out with a Superman punch because he's really strong.
Oh my!
I don't know if you know, he's really
strong.
So
strong.
He takes out the club, and then
one punches him.
Styles gets the chair, and he just starts going off. He's drilling Reigns. The Usos come in, and he's just nailing the Usos. He's going in a circle, and he's just cracking them all with the chair.
You know, the last time I saw a chair break over Roman Reigns' back was when Seth Rollins turned against the Shield.
It's a little foreshadowing there, my friend. Also, I'd like to note the crowd was very hostile towards
Electric.
Reigns. Very hostile towards Reigns. There was dueling chants, and you could tell when they were doing AJ Styles and Roman Reigns, the vocal minority, if you will, was going towards Styles, and Reigns, you could tell he had his cheers, but they're girls and their kids. And I'm so upset, or I don't know if upset's the right word. I'm just done with Reigns being this. This is worse than John Cena ever was.
Yeah, and talking about the crowd, when they're booing him in the beginning and they turn us down, it's not doing him any justice. He looks a lot worse then.
That's more pathetic.
Yeah.
And you got fucking JBL on the commentary.
Oh my god.
Just doing all he can.
I think he wants to kiss him.
Doing all he can to put over Reigns, and we get it, the cover up, but at some point you just got to say he gets booed. You know, that's it. You can't, he's the champion, but he gets booed. So Styles goes up after this chair barrage, we'll say, goes up for the phenomenal forearm. Shocker of the year, he gets speared. 1, 2, 3, it's over. Rolled out of the ring. Good match.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, entertaining match. I'll give it 4, 4.5. It was really good.
I
It was
give it
just
a 4.
as good as the payback match. So Reigns is getting up to celebrate, and you could tell he's in a little agony. So he's kind of selling it.
Definitely.
Shockingly, he can get hurt. I don't know if you knew that. He's very strong too. So he's getting up, and you hear the crowd.
And all of a sudden, Finn Balor... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Not him.
We thought Finn.
Yeah,
maybe Finn.
We were hoping.
You hear the crowd kind of getting up a little bit. And the people who were watching with, there's like, someone's coming out. There was still 9 minutes till showtime, until it was 9 minutes away from 11 o'clock. So you knew maybe a little more shenanigans were left. And Seth Rollins makes his triumphant return. He goes in, pedigrees Roman Reigns. Crowd is just...
Oh my god, erupts.
Now, I am just...
I didn't know if we were gonna be able to do this podcast. You were so excited.
I was, if you can tell, I'm still very excited. I'm a huge Seth Rollins fan, and it was amazing to finally see him come back.
And you know what? Roman might be the guy, but Seth Rollins is the man.
The man. The guy versus the man. You know, Vince McMahon's just loving it.
My
he's
God,
loving the guy versus the man.
The writer was sitting there like, this is easy.
This is easy.
Money.
It's the guy versus the man. Who doesn't love this?
Exactly.
So Rollins comes back, boom, pedigree, holds up the title. They make a note that Rollins was never pinned to lose the title.
Very true.
So here we go. Reigns Rollins feud, probably going into Money in the Bank.
Definitely.
And this is going to be the feud of the friggin' summer, man.
I'm still waiting for the Shield triple threat.
Maybe at SummerSlam, are they going to prolong to WrestleMania? We don't know.
Ambrose deserves it.
That's another time, another podcast we'll get to. So overall, my thoughts on the show, pretty solid show.
Yeah.
I'll give it 7 out of 10 overall. Thank God that Seth Rollins is back.
Yeah, really though. Love the new attire as well.
Yep, he had rocking some new attire. He redesigned himself. He reinvented himself. So that was our wrap up here. Roman Reigns is strong.
Very strong.
Seth Rollins, the king, the guy, the man, whatever you want to call him, the architect, Seth Rollins is back.
And Finn Balor, whenever you want to show up, please. I'm waiting on you.
Tough time. A lot of guys coming back. Where does Styles go from here? Where does Ambrose go from here? We got a lot of questions. Where does the New Day go? When our Enzo and Cass coming back? We got a lot of different ways we can go. So this has been Off the Top Rope. Going to be back sometime soon with a podcast.
Not first unofficial podcast.
Yeah, this was just a review. We'll be kicking off the podcast. Leave us any comments, likes, dislikes, whatever you got to say. Extreme Rules, 7 out of 10. What'd you give it?
Give it a 7.5.
So good night from the Over the Top Rope studio.